Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cowboys offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long. So I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do. He's got it, 1st down and more. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. And the Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Lindsey. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the... Hauls it in the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wyoming.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The LSU Tigers offense will have its first possession of the game. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's second and long. Off play action. Finds his tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. New set of downs after the completion. Off play action on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Barber.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Second down, he'll throw it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Cox. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
LSU.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Quarterback on the keeper. It's a fumble on the play. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. Holds and fires it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He leaves it with his back. Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Tigers started this drive back up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll do it himself.
We go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on third and goal from the 2? They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on fourth down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Lindsey. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Trying play action. There's the pressure. Pulls it in. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. On the ground, it's Lindsey.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go right back to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lindsey. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to the big tight end. Finds his man. It's Barber. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket.
And to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Got it behind the line. It's Lindsey. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo. Hauls it in. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Quickly complete. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
On the move to his left. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. No huddle, offense to the line. Lost a throw. He's working against the clock. Fires downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He makes the grab. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Going to take a shot on second and short. The quick out, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And now a chance to pull even first and goal as we get late in the first half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the end zone, and he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback or receivers, they got to be on the side.
Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The sack, and time has run out in the first half. They passed on a field goal attempt, and they'll get Sippo. The Cowboys will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Turner. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. On the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down.
Had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Cox. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Under fire. Going for it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone. Touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Lindsey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. Better get that seismic coming. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Cowboys are on the move. They'll try the run. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic guys that get out to the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game? That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Throws for the tight end. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Barber. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Got it in the middle, it's Barber. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Dillon. There he goes! You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The lone back's got it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is heading. Gonna be in.
There he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? This one's complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Plucks it out of the air. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Cowboys in the hurry-up. They just keep firing. But a little time, lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's on target and complete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wyoming.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Cowboys want to crank the tempo. Grab behind the line. It's Lindsey. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Back to pass on second down. Finds a man on the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He's got his man, makes the grab, and they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The Tigers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The give as they work on that clock. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Lindsey. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Gonna look downfield again. Got his man on the right. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of him here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time,